What's good, YouTube? We're here with Monado Boy, and you went undefeated, right? You got first place.
I
Is that
wish.
what? Okay.
I wish.
What did you do? What did you
I
do?
came pretty close though. I got fourth
Fourth
in
at
Maryland.
Yeah, RBET Maryland, huge event, 268 players. I think the biggest ribbit ever. And you were playing LIGHTSWORN. At least that's what it looks like. So we're gonna be going through your whole deck profile here and talking about it. So you can go ahead and get into it. Whatever order you want to go in here.
Sure. So let's start with the main deck.
Yeah, that seems appropriate. All right.
So start with the two boss monsters, JD, of course.
Pretty good card, I think.
Must play a 2. I'd play a 3rd if I could. But we can't, so we play 3 Celestia instead because it's like a mini JD.
So you max out on Celestia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Card's broken. I mean, like, the amount of times that I milled Wolf off of this alone, it's warranted. It's so good. Speaking of which...
3 wolf. No, you don't believe in the 2 ratio on the
No,
wolf?
that's stupid.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
So, like, it's funny. People were talking on the Discord a bit about this, about my ratios, and they're like, "Oh, aren't you afraid of bricking?" And it's like, I'm not afraid of bricking. I accept that it's gonna happen in order to elevate my ceiling to a point where I can like do broken stuff. Because that's what the format kind of demands now. Is like, if you're not popping 2 and milling a wolf, you're not doing enough.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus, it's LIGHTSWORN, so I mean, you gotta embrace it, right?
Well, yeah, like it's pure. So I'm not playing that many other bombs. So
Yeah, no Christia.
You need to sack them.
You gotta be milling that wolf, man.
Exactly. So the smaller dog, 3 Raikou, good cards.
It's got that other dog. Okay.
I got that dog.
So maxed out on Raikos. Are you playing hamsters also, or just 3 Raikos?
So just 3 Raikou. I had a build before that I had three hamsters in, and that was working too because it
helps with
build.
Celestia, yeah.
Exactly. But the thing is, I found that if I was losing die roll and I draw hamster and I'm against another hamster Raikou deck,
Yeah, that's not great.
Exactly. So I decided to change the build and move away from that to make it a little more aggressive. Which one of the ways was adding a second Jane. This card is so good because now turning if I go second, I can beat over a hamster and then I still get my mill. And if they have the Raikou, okay, you pop this. It's a name that goes to grave. It helps a lot in the Blackwing matchup, the Hero Beat matchup. Just like the aggro decks that can give you some problems if they get their stuff going before you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like one thing
That's definitely... Most people do not double Jane.
No, but I liked it. It was really good.
Okay.
Another 2 of Lila. This is a card that most people play 3 of, but I wasn't crazy about having 3 of them because in a world where people play a lot of Blackwing, like summoning this and setting it to defense just to get eaten by a Shura is kind of terrible. So it's good, especially if you can summon it off Illumina, right? Like it's just a free pop on the back row. But I never really want to be normal summoning this, so I never really want to be drawing it. I just want to have it in grave, it's a name, but I don't want to have to normal summon it, turn it to defense, and that's my turn. You know?
Okay.
And then the 2 Honest, duh.
Yeah, yeah.
Broken Hand Trap.
Pretty good card, it turns out, yeah.
And then the 1-ofs, so Aaron, Orcus, Lumina, and Garoth. All pretty self-explanatory if you play LIGHTSWORN. They're all individual names. Orcus is broken. I actually kind of wish I had one in the side.
For like frogs or something?
Yeah, because this card, like if you open this card against frogs, it makes the game so favorable.
It's pretty obnoxious for them, yeah, because discard traps can't get rid of either.
Yeah, like this card backed by Honest or something to keep it on board. Their stuff is all targeting, so if you have this, you have like a guaranteed Celestia next turn if it can stay on board. Lumina's broken, Garoth is broken. I drew 2 cards off of Garoth multiple times yesterday, and it felt amazing every time. It was wonderful. Shout out to NFD. And then the random other stuff, so Gore's, good card. Necro, broken, really like mandatory card, it's so good. Plague. Some people argue that it's not good in LIGHTSWORN, but I mean it's a high value mill that opens up different plays that you can do to help break what your opponent is putting against you. Yeah. So
who's arguing against Plague and LIGHTSWORN? Actually, I want to talk to some of these psychos.
And then Card Trooper, the best LIGHTSWORN monster.
Yeah. Does it in your main phase, dude. It's pretty good.
It's Raiden at home.
Yeah.
So that's the main the monsters in the main deck. can go to the spells now. Charge and 3 recharge. Broken
Duh.
spells. A large part of my success yesterday was just that I found these spells a lot. That like they were really glued to my hand more than they usually are yesterday. So that's why I was doing so well. Is just like if you get your engine going with these, it's just insane.
Yeah.
2 reincarnation.
Double reincarnator.
I love this card. I would play 3 actually.
Actually?
Yeah. So you'll see later. I play 1 beckoning light.
You would just take it out for the third one.
Yeah. Screw this card. This card sucks ass, and this card is really really good. I don't want to have to set a card and set a trap, wait a turn, have them potentially pop it, to wait and make my big play. I just want to slam down reincarnation, add back JD, put it down, and then win the game.
I guess people think beckoning is better versus crow, maybe. But
Maybe, but like I don't think I got crowed maybe twice yesterday in total. So
damn.
it's
So just
alright.
don't get crowed and you're good, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
2 gold sark. So this was the thought behind this was I thought it would help make my deck more aggressive. So I used to have the hamsters before, but I took those out and put in gold sark to see if I could just make it faster, more aggressive. But I didn't really. It's okay. It's cuttable, I think.
What would you cut it for, you think?
So in the hamster build I had before, I had 2 main deck decree, and that was really good. That copy.
Yeah, I could see that being good.
Yeah. And I think,
Especially if you're not on beckonings and just on reincarns.
yeah, so before, instead of the beckoning, I had 2 reincarnation and a pot of avarice. And that was okay, but I figured, like, I want to be able to see the stuff that I bring back, reliably, right? So I switched it around and I put in beckoning and I put in these. Beckoning was okay, but I'd rather have a third of these, and gold sark, I might test it without these and with decrees, but we'll see when we get to the trap lineup. It's kind of conflicting. So to round out the spells, storm, cold wave, foolish, just
Yeah.
broken one of.
Gotta have those.
Yeah, clear the back row. Wolf Celestia play is crazy. And then for the traps, 2 T-Roars in the main. This, I think, I can't really call it my own spice because it was inspired by, I think, like Hydro Pump was doing it in his Christia Sworn Wolf build. And I saw that and I was like, oh, I'll try it out. And it was really good. I really like this card a lot.
Okay.
It helps guarantee a Celestia play without needing a hamster. So you can normal summon a dude, get some mills, and then flip this, they can't hit you. If you have a Lumina, like that's an extra proc of Lumina, and then you get to Celestial, like it really helps maintain the body on board.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Mirror Force, good card.
Yep.
Same with Dust Shoot.
And then the 1 beckoning
And then the 1 beckoning.
that you said you would cut for a third reincarn.
Yeah, so I think maybe if I were to cut
Or maybe
this
the
for-
avarice. You could do that too if you wanted.
Yeah, I think I would try in the future a third reincarnation and maybe trying out 2 decrees. Because if it's 6 traps or like 4 real traps and 2 decree, maybe it works.
Yeah, it's doable.
Yeah, but the reason I didn't do that is because I felt like 7 traps together was maybe a little too much. Like 2 decree and 5 was like too much confliction. So I decided to do this, and it worked well. But just ideas for the future.
All right. Well, moving on. Side and extra here.
So these
We can do extra first usually, I guess.
extras.
I don't know.
Quick anyway.
Extras are always fast, right? It's just like the good ones, you know.
Fours,
The fours, the fives. We got the Tempest Magician and the 6s.
Yeah.
Or
Uru
Quizos
is pretty
as
good.
well.
I've poked through tokens before for games, so
Gotta play all the 6s, right?
and
Because
you have the room.
Yeah.
You have the room in LIGHTSWORN. It's not a tight extra deck. Oop. And then the 7 Black Rose, 8s. I don't actually know why I have this.
Darken. How do you make Darken?
I think it's only if I ever
If you like,
Goyo, take a Caius or something.
I
and
guess
then-
that could do it, yeah.
And then synchro with that if they don't kill it, which I guess I have T-Roar and Necrogarna, so it's just a testament, like this is absolutely a flex spot because
Yeah.
it never comes up. But half the synchros in here never come up. You just have them because it's It's
You gotta have Mistworm. Mistworm does come up, right?
This comes up so often it's broken in this deck specifically.
Like Lumina into Lila or whatever.
Yeah, like
plus
Lumina, summon Lila, pop a card, and then Plague, bounce everything else, and it opens with a PK line. So this and like the 6s, I would say, are the ones that I make the most, and they're really good. And then Chimera Tech token.
Gore's token. The best extra deck card.
Exactly. The 16th mandatory.
What's this Ghost Stardust doing over there?
It's the card I won.
Oh, that was the prize card for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't keep track. I only knew the first place one was the Kaisis. Yeah, that's a nice prize card though.
I know, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, finally we got the side. I could see the orbs.
Yeah, of course. So I played 3.
There wasn't much Blackwing yesterday. It didn't seem like. Did you run into any?
Not until top 16.
Top 16. Okay.
Which I think is probably another reason why I ended up doing so well is because I was really afraid of Blackwings, and so my side was kind of dedicated to beating Blackwing above all else. Because I felt like my matchups with everything else were okay. It's just Blackwing has the ability to rush me down before I can rush them down. So I was originally playing 2, and then for this event I decided to put in a 3rd because it felt like I wasn't seeing it enough. And it did its job in top 16 because I played against a Blackwing player, Luke Feeney, if anyone knows him. And it was great. Like I summoned JD, summoned Consecrated Light next to it, and just poked into him, and I was like, go, what are you gonna do? So this card is really good. 2 Sidra, again the same mentality, like to help out aggro the aggro matchups that could rush you down before you can rush them down. Breaker to help with Blackwing, you know, like popping back row or anytime that someone might be able to side in Light Imprisoning Mirror.
Yeah, deals with that.
Yeah. Or just like Vayu, this is a pretty decent card against Vayu. It was solid. Book of Moon and Space Typhoon on the side.
What's Book of Moon? When do you bring that in?
It's mostly for Blackwing.
Okay. Just like anti-whirlwind card or whatever.
Yeah, anti-whirlwind, anti-collude if I don't have Honest.
Yeah, it helps with that.
Helps with like if I flip summon a Raikou and they attack into it, book it.
Yeah.
It never came up, but you know, it was something I was testing specifically for this event. Like I had never had it before. I decided kind of in the style of Fraser Smith. I was tinkering away on Wednesday before the weekend. And I was like, what's my 15th card gonna be? I'll just shove in a book to help. That'll help with Blackwings, right?
Yeah.
So then the Floodgates, the fun part.
Gotta love Iron Wall, man. That card's so good.
Mask of Restrict. Decree.
We all hate frogs. We all hate Blackwings.
Exactly.
We double hate Blackwing. Well, I guess
Well, no,
it's better
this
against
is the
Vayu
Vayu,
and like
yeah, like this is
Zombie.
the Vayu hate, and this is the frog hate. This is the Blackwing hate. This. So just like it's.
Yeah.
You have to play broken cards that don't let your opponent play, and it worked pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, any like shout outs or social media you want to plug or whatever at the end here?
Shout out to Crow's Nest, of course.
Yes.
Check out Snack's YouTube channel. Crow's
Snack
Nest.
makes great videos if you like the.
Carpath makes some pretty good ones too.
Yeah, shout out to myself.
Check out his channel.
All right.
And then shout out to Card Brawlers in Montreal. They're a local game store that that's where I go play my locals, and they sell cards online. So.
All right.
Check it out.
All right. Well, congratulations on your finish. You did a great job in the tournament, and yeah. All right. That's all we got for today. Peace out, YouTube. See you next time.